Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today, we're reading for the entire month of September, my longer readings for my Leos. Hello, my Leos. Like I said, longer readings. I use 3 decks of cards. I use my Radleigh Valentine Angel Tarot cards. That basically gives me the main thing. Then I follow up with my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and that kind of fills in some gaps. And then I finish up with my Osho Zen Tarot cards, which kind of gives us any words of advice. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused the deck with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, normally at this time, the last 2 months, I have been inserting my longer September, what's going on in September. My editing wasn't working, so I do try it out with one of my first readings. It didn't, so I'm just going to go right into the reading. I do reference back to some of the things in that longer video, so please take a look at it. Lots of different type of energies. Okay, so here we go. Let's cut the cards. Leos, be very careful about your thoughts. I really feel that you need to really monitor your thoughts this month. For September, you need to make sure that a couple of things is that you are keeping very positive with your thoughts and your words, because you could, I don't know, you could fall into a reclusive type of energy, okay, where you just don't want to be around people anymore. So just be very careful about that. It doesn't mean that that's how it has to be. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, I think that, as I talk about it in that reading I told you for September, this, the August 30th and, the new moon is going to be extremely positive energy for Leos. My one worry is that you may not be trusting the universe enough, because, Leos, and I'm a Leo too, we get slapped around a lot. People would never believe us because they'd say, no, we get slapped around. You're Leo. But we do. We get slapped. The universe likes to slap our energies around. Maybe it's to keep us humble. I don't know. I think we're pretty humble. But the end of August, the beginning of September, new opportunities are coming. I feel like you may be working, you may be not trusting the universe as much. So I just want to just be aware of that. Okay, 3 cards face down. The third card is reversed, and anyone that's watched me knows that the third card means that it's got a stronger message. So the first card, the 7 of Earth. Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is very strong, solid energy, things that you can touch. This is about money energy. Now, it could be house, it could be house, it could be personal, any type of relationship type, but it's something you can touch, something very solid. I'm going to go with money. I'm going to go with opportunities, because that new moon is going to open doors. Of course, as I mentioned, you have to be able to walk through those doors though, okay? So this is seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. I do, again, that goes back to, I feel like our minds that we work against us, just because, like I said, we're used to being, and I know people don't believe that about Leos, but we're used to being the universe giving us a little, I don't know, a little pat on that head. Okay, next card, the 2 of Air. Air energy is that thought process. It's making your decisions. It's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. It's that Wi-Fi energy. And this is about kind of like, okay, I've done my work. I've done it. I really have. I've planted my seeds. Now, why aren't things moving for me? Or maybe I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Or, it's just like your thoughts. It's for September. It's like our thoughts, because I'm a Leo, like I said, it's like our thoughts are just trying to, stick us in the mud. This is being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. And this last card is the one that's reversed. Let's see. The 5 of Air. Okay. Again, it's that thought process. Again, it's about, how, are we allowing our thoughts, because remember I talk about, your mind, heart, and spirit, and that in many ways we have to stay balanced in this. But the Virgo energy also, and I talk about this, the Virgo energy wants to pull out the perfectionist in us also. So this is kind of that time where you've got to cut yourself some slack. So this is a cutting yourself some slack month. This is where you, Leo, needs to know how to forgive yourself, but also then to forgive others. Because just as the energies are making you feel that you have to rise to that perfectionism, you then present that to others around you. Now, Five of Air is an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. So, okay, this, like I said, this is about your thoughts. This is about, your worries. This is about you just kind of second guessing yourself. You have to remember, you have to remember the Seven of Earth is saying, though, you got this. You don't have to worry. But you do worry. But what can I tell you? You don't have to worry. So, it says unnecessary worry. And then we have two cards saying worry, 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 worry. Okay, let's go on to, let's see if we can get some clarification. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we have some cards that just wanted to come out. Oh, we have a lot of cards that wanted to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 cards. Again, I feel reference to the Seven of Earth. And I will, as I pull them up, we'll know whether they're reversed or not. So first card. Things that you don't know. Shadow. Things that we don't see clearly. We're not, so this is a month of not necessarily having all the answers. It's not knowing all the players. It's not knowing all the information. So we feel like, it almost wants to promote, insecurity. It almost wants to promote a little bit of persecution, paranoia, but you don't really have to go down that route because you've done your work. You've done your work. But this is that, this again goes towards that side of, I just don't know. I need to know. I need to know. Well, this is saying you're not going to know. You're not going to know until it unfolds itself. And again, this is about, a lot of this, again, go to that September, is about karma. It's about, destiny. Now, let's see what we have next. The third eye chakra. Okay, and this is an energy center. This is about intuition. This is about, again, it's like, I don't know the facts, but some part of you does know, okay? Some part of you, has that connection that you need to also connect into. Okay, let's see what this next one says. Positive movement forward. Things are going into a better place, but again, it's this, I don't know. Again, it's this really strong, it's like your mind is not letting you move forward. Your mind is not letting you trust. So this is going to be a total month of trust for you, my Leos, because, like I said, the Seven of Earth, seeds are well planted. You got this. Don't worry. But it's like your mind is just not letting that message come through. Okay. Next card. Passion ignited. Number 1, new beginnings. So basically, and maybe part of your mindset is, it might be a thing of it's too good to be true. It's just too good to be true. Again, this new moon, August 30th, for you it's going to be very strong, very positive. So be aware that as you're, things, keep the mind, work with your mind a little bit. Have some trust. Make those connections, the connections to higher power, guardian angels, spirit guide, voice of the universe, or your divine, whoever. Make them positive. Your thoughts, you will then really, really need to stay very positive thoughts and positive words for September, because there's a lot of good stuff coming to you in September. Okay? A lot of unnecessary worry. But I understand that. Many times it's like, well, until I get to the other side, I'm going to be worried. Okay. Harmony. Now, harmony itself, I talk about this is, Libra starts then, I think it's the 23rd of September also. So maybe things that are actually gonna come together more so towards the end of the month for you when we're into Libra season. I do feel that things are pulling together for you, but you're actually probably going to see the fruits of your labor in more towards that 23rd. Maybe that'll be when you get your first paycheck and people actually come up to you if this is a job relation. Now, it could be also a personal relationship too, but this could be a job relation where it's where somebody is like, you know what, you're doing a great job, and you're like, wow, let's look at this differently. Ah, this is great. This one is reversed, stronger message. So all of this month, even though you've been going kind of like you've been making yourself nuts, and you've probably been making the people you live with nuts, or the people that are in your immediate circle nuts, we come up with a reversed card that is the fulfillment of wishes. This is very flowing energy. This is, we have a what I'm going to just say a treasure chest. This is things coming together. So again, my Leos, this is about you worrying over nothing, but it's very human to worry because this energy, we've got seeds well planted. You know your stuff. Now I'm going to kind of go with more of a work relationship, but it could be a personal relationship too. But it's like, but you are just making yourself you're almost making yourself sick, physically sick, because you're so worried when everything is going to work out fine for you. In fact, not only is it going to be fine, it's the fulfillment of wishes. Now, last card, moving on. Leaving the shadows behind. Leaving the shadow behind and walking into the sunshine. Going into the light. Okay, not the, go to the light. No, not that type. It's going into the light. This is going to be a great energy month for you if you can keep the worry out. Okay? Okay, let's go on to our Osho Zen Tarot cards. Again, please remember to look at that longer September video. I know I feel like I'm sorry I wasn't able to cut it in, so I redid the whole video. But it's lots of different type of energies going on. But yeah, keep it real, keep it honest. Your worry just, so then that worries me because I'm a Leo. So am I going to be all, are we going to be biting our nails over nothing? Okay, let's go ahead and see what pieces of advice, what words of advice can Osho Zen Tarot give us now? And I do love this. Fulfillment of wishes, moving on. Okay, kind of makes me think that again, that's going to be more towards that end of that month, and the end of the month though too could be about, when the full moon is. I think the full moon is on the 14th. And, so it could be more towards that part of the month. But because the first is all about, and I also feel, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right decision? Should I not have done that? Should I not have done that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. First card. Reversed. Consciousness. Consciousness. This is again, consciousness is being aware. So basically to me, this is saying, just be aware of your thoughts. Just be aware of what's going on around you. Try to make that connection. Try to work with what you can work with. Again, it's this thing about just be aware that if you can't control anything, then don't. Okay? Now, next one. Postponement. Okay. If something, maybe you've been looking for that job. I use that as my reference or my example many times over. And maybe you think it's going to start really soon and it doesn't. Maybe there's a legal case and you're supposed to have this resolved at a certain time and it's postponed. Be aware that postponement isn't necessarily a bad thing. We're used to immediate gratification, but in the reality of now, is all gray. But in that future, in what's going to happen, it has color to it. So many times over, things can be postponed because a better tomorrow is coming. Last card. Abundance. Abundance. Okay, is this it's coming. It is coming. That's also, fulfillment. Here we have harmony. Okay, we have passion ignited. We have harmony. We have fulfillment of wishes. We have moving on. And now it comes to abundance. Now, abundance can be financial. It can also be spiritual. It can also be, more relationship of heart matters. But it's like, also too, abundance tells me that when it does come and we realize that our worry has been just more to create anxiety in us, it's also a great time for us to say, thank you. So my Leos, wow, we're going to have some interesting times. We're going to be fighting ourselves many times over. Remember to breathe. Remember to connect and breathe and meditate, because it's going to be interesting energies. But I feel this is actually going to have, I know you're saying, but July was interesting and August was interesting. I feel like this is actually going to have a more solid return on investment. I'm hearing more solid return on investment. So, my Leos, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.